Is the Skims x Nike a great fit, or is it a total fail? I mean, it's pretty stretchy, but it's nothing like crazy. Like, oh, this is a sports bra. Like, I mean, they look nice, but the medium, it was just so tight here. I do feel like I could work out in this. Back to the price point. Is the Skims x Nike a great fit, or is it a total fail? If you're familiar with Skims, you might know that they tried to do some activewear and it was not pretty. I didn't even bother to order any. That's how bad it was. I'm Jess, I'm obsessed with activewear. I love trying all different brands and letting you know if you should spend your hard-earned money. Is the item fun, functional, cute? Does it make you feel amazing during your workout? That's what we're here to find out. So I grabbed some Skims. This is not a sponsored video. They don't know who I am, but I really want to get to the bottom of it because when I see Nike, I am like, okay, yes, we're not playing here. Skims, you might have failed before, but if you've got Nike on board, like, I don't think we're gonna be messing around. So I ordered a few things. Let's check out what I grabbed and then we'll do a full try on and we'll go from there. So I have a whole box here. I haven't really gone through everything yet, but it is pretty cute, I'm not gonna lie. They basically have two fabrics for the collection that I could find. There's a shiny and then there's a matte. So when you go to the webpage, there's actually a fabric guide. So one of the fabrics is the matte. It says sculpting, smoothing, mid-level compression fabric with Nike dry fit technology and statement style lines. Perfect for looking snatched during studio activities like yoga, Pilates, and bar. And then it says properties are Nike dry fit, fabric and compression, soft hand feel, mid-level compression, and best for studio. Then if you go down, it gives you the different pieces that are available in the matte. Then there's NikeSkims Shine. Sleek, lightweight fabric with a subtle sheen finish. Features four-way stretch that moves with you. And quick dry properties, ideal for the gym or training activities. Properties, quick dry, fabric and compression, sleek hand feel, low compression, best for gym. So it seems like they really distinguish that the matte is your more yoga Pilates and the shine is more your gym. Then they give the shine lineup and what pieces come in that. And then there's also a vintage seamless. Now, I don't think I purchased anything in vintage seamless because I just really wanted to highlight the matte and the shine. But the vintage seamless is moisture wicking, cotton-like feel. I'd love to feel that actually. Low compression, best for studio. And that's another yoga Pilates bar type of material. I'm actually surprised because usually seamless with a lot of brands is more your gym feel. And then there's also like this fabric focus at the bottom. So it basically like puts them side by side so that you can compare them. And then there's also this airy that they don't really talk about, but they kind of put that with the vintage seamless. And that is more for on-the-go movement. I don't even know what that means. So let's check out what I actually ordered. Everything I got in medium and large because I know that in their bralettes, I'm a large, but according to the size chart, I would be a medium and I just like didn't want to risk if they sold out or just for the purposes of the try on. I didn't want to risk getting medium because I really think I'm a large. Like I think the size chart was lying to me. So I got a medium and a large in the NikeSkims Shine bonded waist 26-inch inseam legging. The color's obsidian and they were $108, which is kind of a pretty penny. I feel like Nike leggings are never anywhere near that, but obviously you've got the Skims name attached. So here they are. The feel of the fabric is interesting. Like it feels very plasticky. I don't know how to explain that. I mean, I don't wear Nike leggings because usually their cut doesn't fit me all that great. You do have this back logo, tone on tone Nike Skims, and a little bit of a V back. So that's nice for a little glute. No front seam at all, so you're hopefully not going to get camel toe. And then the bonded edge, that's kind of crazy. Like you can really feel it's almost like a panel in the front. In the back, you can feel the two pieces of fabric, but in the front they're like bonded together. So I'm guessing that's gonna give some tummy support. And then supposedly 4-way stretch on these. These are like your gym leggings. I mean, it's pretty stretchy, but it's nothing like crazy. I've definitely seen way more stretch. And the medium is looking pretty small, so I think ordering a large is probably gonna be a good call, but we'll see. There's also this interesting seam coming down to the butt. Like, I don't know that I've ever seen that before. It kind of, oh, so it's like defining the front panel part and then it comes down. So I'm interested to see how that actually looks on. So I got medium and large of those. I got 2 different Shine bras. This is the triangle bra. I feel like Kim really loves her like triangle shaped bras. There are no actual pads, but it is like, it feels like a little bit naturally padded. Like it's almost like a molded cup. It kind of reminds me of the Paragon cups on the Icon bra. So that's the large. It does have adjustable straps, but there's no adjustment on the band at all, which is kind of too bad. Like I almost wish there were bra clasp. And then you have the branding on the front. So I hope that fits. I feel like it looks like it's gonna fit. You also can take the straps out and like you could crisscross them if you wanted. So that's kind of nice. But this is definitely very light support. Like I would never have picked this up and felt like, oh, this is a sports bra. Like, the fact that it's for the gym, I'm like, maybe like some light lifting, but like you're not doing a full cardio session. I mean, I do feel like though, some of them, when they show them working out and they're all like, la la, you know? Okay, and then this one is this NikeSkims Shine Scoop Neck. Again, there's like no padding. I feel like that's something too in the Nike bras. If I remember from like back in the day when I would go to like TJ Maxx and try them on. Okay, this is weird how wide. Oh, that's just a crease. It makes it look like that's the band. This is the band at the bottom. So it is a long line. It is a very subtle shine. I thought it was going to be shinier, which I was afraid of. You do have the branding on the front this time, right on the front. It looks like it's going to be a pretty high neck. I mean, unless it's like really compressive on, which then I feel like then it's going to feel tight. I'm like, this is not going to provide a lot of support. So the fact that this whole line is all about the gym, like I'm not going beast mode in that, I don't think. In terms of pricing, the triangle bra is $48. And then the other scoop is $54. Then we have the matte legging, which is also $118. So same price, even though it's like a different fabric. So, I mean, I kind of like that because I don't like when brands like mess around with prices. Like, I don't know, that just kind of irks me. So this actually feels more like what I would have expected for a gym legging. These are the ones that are supposed to be more like Pilates, yoga, but I feel like this reminds me of like a Fabletics kind of material, like the Oasis or the Pure Luxe. So no front seam. These do not have that bonded edge. It's just a normal doubled over waistband, which I love. So this is the kind of style I like for if I want leggings to stay up. It's doubled over in the front, but there is an elastic in the back. For me, that always works well on my body because the elastic in the back keeps it up and the double waistband in the front makes it not dig into the tummy. So I really like that detail. When I started selling Savvy back in the day, which they had that styling and I always really loved that. It does have the same kind of seam as the other one though, even though the front's not bonded, it does the same thing. So it's interesting that it's like a slightly different legging, but has some of the same features. The same tone-on-tone logo in the back. There's also the one on the inside. I haven't shown you that yet, but it's in white on the inside. The only thing, I would love if it had the size on the inside because sometimes I forget what size I ordered, and if I don't keep all the tags on and everything, I like to just be able to refer back. So there is a tag on the inside with the sizing, but it's has the little cut things. You're meant to cut it away. So I love when brands just print the size, so that way, like in the future, if I want to order again or reference it, I remember, did I order medium? Did I order large? Which one did I keep? These are not supposedly like as crazy stretchy, but I mean, I don't think the other ones were that stretchy, and I actually feel like it's pretty similar. But these to me, like, I think I'm gonna prefer. I mean, I don't know. I don't do yoga and Pilates at the moment. You can watch my Tampa vlog when I tried Pilates, and it was not really my favorite thing ever. But I was thinking of trying yoga. So we'll see. And then, so medium and large of that. And then I did get a bra because I want to make sure I'm trying the bras from each line. So again, like, it's just such a bummer. Like, why are we not including cup pads? And there's no like hole for them or anything. Like, ugh, that's so frustrating. Okay, I'm liking the shape of this. It just looks like a little tank, actually, kind of. This one is called the NikeSkims matte v-neck bra top. So it's, I guess, more of a bra top. If you can see, it's going to be more long line. It does have some room for your little girls there, your boobies, to sit in it. I got large, but there's no support. Like, there's not an elastic. There's just a literal seam. So what? I'm wearing almost like a little cropped tank, and my girls are just like rolling around in there. Like, I mean, I just think that's crazy. And this was $58. So this is the most expensive of the bras. You do have the logo on the back, and it's like a v-neck in the back as well. So I do think that's gonna look cute. But I mean, this is a sports bra, people. Sports bra. Like, you got Nike involved. You made sports clothing. I feel like, did they mess this up again? I don't know. We're gonna do the try on. We're gonna stay open-minded. The last thing I grabbed, because I feel like I've seen it everywhere, is this cotton rib split neck bralette. This was $38. I typically do really like their bralettes for sleeping. I don't know, I've gotten to this place where I feel like I can't sleep without something over my chestal area, just like a light bralette. It is actually cut, and I don't know. Oh no, it's sewn though. It is sewn on this side, and yeah, it's sewn. Okay. But I've seen this everywhere, and it looked really cute. So I figured we're placing an order, might as well. So the whole order in total was $650, but that's with buying extra leggings. So each extra legging is 108. So the whole order is more around like that 400-ish, $430 for all of this. So basically, and I did get 2 sports bras for the Shine set. So basically you're looking at about $200 per set approximately. So I think you're definitely more in that Lululemon price range, maybe even Aloe. I would say like between Lulu and Aloe in terms of like if you're looking to buy a full set. Quick comparison of the medium versus the large. So I'd say it definitely gives you about an inch larger, if not more, on the waist, and then it kind of just follows suit all the way down, although I don't have it perfectly lined up. This is the Shine, so it's really, really slinky. Starting off with the Shine triangle bra, this is so bad. It is so wide here, and I feel like I've noticed that before in another bralette. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, I'm falling out. So I am going to adjust the straps and cross them and see if that helps. It helped a tiny bit, like it is a little better, but I still just feel like it's like way too wide. Like, I don't think I could do a medium though, because of like how much of my girls are out of the bra right now. But that's just like, I feel like that's how Kim likes to style things. I do have on the medium leggings. They were very hard to get into, so I do think they are too small. As you can see, I'm like hanging out over them. I mean, I guess if you want it to be like super compressive, but I don't feel like I can like move in them all that well. I definitely thought the fabric would look way shinier. I mean, there is a sheen to it, but I thought it was gonna be like really shiny. So it's not as shiny as I thought. I do feel the bonded tummy area here, but it stops here. So I have a little bit of pooch underneath it, which reminds me of those really horrible Lululemon glow leggings that were like so bad they went on sale super fast. All right, let's put on the large though, because I feel like the large is the correct size and we can be a little bit more gentle in our review. I just showed my husband the bra and he was like, "You're popping right out of that. I mean, they look nice, but how is it a sports bra?" My thoughts exactly. I have the large leggings on though, and they actually fit. So, large leggings fitting so much better. They were not a struggle to get on at all, even though they are tight with this bonded part, but it was totally fine. It's pretty stretchy. They are definitely very high-waisted. If you like that, I like that. I know some waistbands are coming down, but I like high-waisted. The tummy panel is right here. Because it's the correct size, I mean, I do see a little fupa action here, but it's not as bad as in the medium. The medium, it was just so tight here that it was like really dramatic in the tummy pooch, but I do still feel a little pooching below the bonded part, so that's kind of unfortunate. These are 26 inches, so on me, I'm 5'5". They basically do come down to my ankle, or like there's like a tiny, tiny bit of ankle showing. The seams on this, you can see, so this is like where the bonding is, and then it comes down like that. I don't know like what that extra part is really doing. Let's look at the back, because we always want to look at the glute area. I feel like Chloe with her Fabletics does more of a glute thing. I don't think glutes when I think Nike. So it's pretty basic back there. If anything, I feel like it's like pretty compressive, but this is black, so it's also like you're not gonna see your booty popping in black as much. But I think they're comfortable now. Like, I think the large is definitely the right size. I do feel like these are leggings that I could wear in like an actual workout at the gym. I can't really say how sweat wicking they're gonna be, but just based off of my experience with different materials and how these feel, I would imagine they're gonna be pretty sweat wicking. I believe they were pretty squat proof. I can show you here. I was trying to do that in my mirror and I felt like it was pretty squat proof. Like, it does feel like a thick enough material. Yeah. So I would say the leggings do seem really promising. This particular bra, not so much, but I did grab one other bra in the Shine line, so I definitely want to try that out before we totally rule out the bras. This is actually kind of like a bra. This is the scoop neck bra top, and I do feel like I could work out in this theoretically. I'm not gonna lie, I do really like this little NikeSkims on the front. I just think that's so cute, so simple, so small and dainty. This is reminding me a lot of the Form bra, the like Taylor Swift bra, where you're just kind of in here with no padding. Like, yes, it's compressive, so I do feel like I'm in there, but like it's not giving me shape or anything. Like, they're just kind of there, and like my breast ends like that, and then there's like this little space, and then there's the bottom banding. So I like kind of wish this was just a normal bra at least, because that might be slightly better. But like where it is now, there's like this little no man's land. I also feel like the longer line, I have large in both now, it's just kind of pushing out my tummy fat in between. So it's definitely not as flattering just on my body as it could be. Like I get a little bit of a back roll moment there, and then my tummy is always like my area that I am like a little more self-conscious of, and you're definitely seeing that like hangover when we're wearing the two together, because this band is compressive, this band is compressive. It's actually rolling down now because I've had them on a little bit longer. You can see this roll happening. That happens on a lot of leggings on me with that high waist and with my belly, just how it is. So maybe that's a me thing. I don't think that would be a problem in a workout though. Like I still think the leggings are gonna stay up perfectly fine. But the bra, I'm just really surprised that there's no padding or anything. And it's like so tight, I like can't really imagine putting pads in. I guess I could try that. These are just some size 8-10 pads from Lululemon. I actually don't know which way they go. I think the number goes on the outside. So let's pop those in and just see if that improves things at all. Wait, where did the number's right there. I don't know. I'll have to, someday I'll ask a Lulu employee. Okay, that is so much better looking in my opinion. Like just having something to define. I don't know that it's gonna provide more support, but it just looks better. It's hard for you to tell in black. Like, I think it doesn't really show a huge difference on camera. And there's no pockets for them, so they're not necessarily gonna stay in place. Like they may slide around, I may end up with both of them in the middle or both on one side. Like this is meant to be a gym bra, and if I were wearing this on like my craziest cardio day, I don't see it standing a chance. I do think on like maybe Metcon where it's like half weights and half cardio, I could get away with it, or like my core and conditioning day. But even then, like if I'm jumping, I feel like that little no man's land that I was mentioning is just, it's not going to provide as much support as I really would want or need for like a real gym session. I do feel like leg day, we'd be absolutely fine. But then arm day, you know my thing. I don't really love wide set straps for arm day. They're not pulling, it's not super tight or anything. So I probably could do arm day, but I just don't love that feeling on my arm day. So leggings, I would say, yes, I feel like they would work. But the two bras that I tried, I'm not so sure. And I don't know that there were other styles that were like more appealing. Like I think I tried my best to pick ones that seemed like decent. So, all right, we still have the matte collection. So let's check that out. Here we have the matte collection and the first bra top. So surprise, surprise, no cup pads. The shape reminds me a lot of like the Align tank by Lululemon. I don't know if Skims does any other tops like this that it's modeled after, but it's just giving me the Align vibes, except again, no padding, no nothing. There's nothing for the girls. I mean, they look pretty decent, so I'm not mad at it. And then the back is pretty similar, so really giving me that Align feel. I do feel like for some reason this strap is like migrating away, so I would love to pop in those bra pads and just see if I like it better. I definitely think in terms of support, like it's not really doing a ton. So this, I don't know. I'm trying to put them in correctly. So at least like we're not putting the pads in wrong and then blaming the bra. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're getting a little more shaping, which is better. Again, I don't know that they would stay in place, and especially with this V-neck, if they do move, like if they like pop right out, you're like, oh, okay. um, I was skeptical of the classification of this set being more yoga and Pilates based. I do agree with that in terms of the top though. Like I do think this top, like you can tell this is not like a super workout kind of a top, like going hard in the gym. It's just not that. Um, but like if I'm doing any sort of downward dog or anything like leaned over, I don't see it being great for that either. The leggings feel really nice on. Let me move you down so you can kind of get the full picture on the leggings. We've definitely determined that I'm a large, so I didn't feel the need to squeeze into the mediums, especially I am going to be returning them, so no need to even put them on. So I do think these feel nice. It does feel a little bit like a brushed material, like slightly, very slightly, but still some sleekness. That's why I was questioning the idea of them only being for yoga and stuff, because they don't really remind me of that like naked sensation that I picture for yoga and Pilates. Like I still think there's more to them. I am seeing a tiny bit of roll down on the waistband, but not quite as much as the bonded waist, because the bonded waist is so like stiff that like there's nowhere for it to go, whereas this is like very soft. We have the same lines as the other one, and I don't really know the function of it. Like perhaps it is to like slim your waist, but it's pretty wide. Like usually waist slimming seams come in more. So I don't know. It doesn't feel like the front and back are different. So I don't know if they just went with the same seams. Just I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Let's see. I think all the branding's on the back of, yeah. So the branding is on the back, up here, down here. Let's get the booty is that same kind of V-ish shape. And I do believe they're thick enough to be squat proof. They do feel and look pretty thick. These I would think would be a little bit hotter. So if I was trying to wear them to like burn, I do think they would be hotter. I kind of feel like they're slipping a little. Like I would be probably adjusting them up more during the workout. Like I sometimes certain leggings I have to like keep on adjusting them up, and I feel that with these. I wish these with pockets would be like a really fabulous walking legging. Maybe not for $108 though. Back to the price point. $108 seems like an awful lot for this. Like this is such a basic black set that I feel like this is like $200 on my body. I don't think it's really anything super unique and special. I think the fabric just feels like these feel like the Oasis Fabletics fabric, except it doesn't feel like they're gonna stay up as well. Where the Oasis by Fabletics I can wear in like a really heavy duty workout. These, like I said, was like kind of slipping a little bit. I can definitely tell that it's better than the other line. I never tried it on, but I mean, I heard that it was just horrible. These definitely aren't horrible, but I think it's just like the price. I'm like, how is this $200? Like I said before, like the leggings, 108 seems like a lot. And then the bras being like 54, 58 and having no construction whatsoever, no cup pads, no like anything for support. It's like, how is this a sports bra? Like I understand Skims is super famous for their bralettes and I support that. Like I love wearing bralettes under my pajamas, but for a sports bra, like we need support. And like, I feel like they all or like some of the Kardashians anyway, have some girls that they would want to be supporting. Like, you don't want those to be saggy, but I mean, I don't know, is it just because they can get as much plastic surgery as they want that they don't care? But like for us normal people, we want to support the girls. It's more comfortable. Finally, we have this bralette. I did add the cup pads because I know there are men who watch this video, and this video is not intended for the male gaze. This is intended for women to be helpful, to help you shop for activewear. And you know, you're spending your hard-earned money, you want to know if it's worth it or not. So I just really was feeling the nip situation and did not want to show those off on the internet. It's cute. I feel like because I'm a little bit jaded from the rest of the collection, I am just kind of like, it's fine. Nothing that special, to be honest. I mean, I like how they sewed right here, but it looks like it's just gonna keep ripping there. Racer back. I feel like since I'm already returning stuff, I will probably be sending this back. But if you've been seeing this popping up everywhere and you want to know how it looks like this, but with less support and more nips. So there you have it. That is my review of the Skims X Nike collection. Do you need it? Absolutely not. I really don't think so. If you are a huge Skims enthusiast and you just love Skims so much, I mean, maybe, like, why not grab the leggings? The bras, I just really don't think, if your intention is to wear them for a gym session, I just don't think they're there yet. I think they have a long way to go. If you are more of a Pilates yoga girly, maybe you'll find that's enough for you, but like that triangle bra, I don't think that's gonna work for many people at all. Perhaps in the smaller size for like a smaller chest, maybe that would work. If you're like a small and you're an AB cup, maybe that would actually work for you. But I am a 36C, and for me, no way, no how, it is absolutely going back. I don't know if I'm gonna keep any of these pieces. I have to think about it. I feel like it could be fun. Just like sometimes I keep things in my collection to compare or to like do wear tests and stuff, like, but I have such a collection that I'm also like, is it really worth it, especially given the price tag? So thank you so much for watching. I really hope this was helpful to help you decide, do you want to purchase from Skims X Nike or not? There is a new feature on YouTube. There's a hype button. So if you like this, if you hype this video up with the hype button, if you swipe from like the comment section, there's a button there. This just kind of gets the video out to more people, but all the things that like liking, subscribing is free, turning notifications on, commenting below, all those things just really help my channel, and I appreciate all of your support and for watching this video. I really love when I get comments about how this was helpful for women. You know, that's why I do this. I do this because activewear can be expensive, and you want to know, is it going to be worth it or not? Is it worth your money? Is it worth your time? Like sifting through websites, especially so many brands are just online now and you can't go into a store and try it. So hopefully this is a great resource to help you out, and just stay tuned for more. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Have a great day. Stay positive. Bye.